here's that promised interview now with the founder of Droom. We are at their office in Gurgaon. Sandeep, welcome to Startup Central.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us here at your office in Gurgaon. You're, of course, if I may say so, a serial entrepreneur. You've been the founder of Shop Clues. Now you're creating what is being seen as one of the largest marketplaces for used cars and bikes. It's a tough environment. You know, everyone's data is showing that koi gaadi nahi kharid raha, koi bike nahi kharid raha.
Right. Yes, it is indeed a tough environment, but you know, these are the economic cycles typically linked with maybe macroeconomics in terms of economic outlook. India has downward revised GDP growth 3 times in last 2 years, and obviously automobile, which is 8 to 12% of India's GDP, has taken a hit, but it's primarily limited to the new vehicles.
So you're saying that the used car market has not been hit. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's right. So, you know, there's so much has been, as you mentioned, so much has been discussed and talked about the new automobile. India is the 3rd largest automobile market in the world. So anything happens here matters to the whole globe. But you know, the market slowdown is very much limited to the new vehicles. So just to give you sense, you know, as per SIAM, which is an industry body, the fiscal year 2018-19, the cars market was, passenger vehicle market was up only 2.7% year over year, and the two-wheeler market was up 4.6% year over year. But at the same time, used vehicle data is not very authoritative, but as per us, the industry grew roughly 6 to 8% for the cars versus 2.7 for the new, and the used two-wheeler grew roughly 14 to 16% versus 4.6% for the you know, new two-wheelers. And obviously Droom growth is much higher because we are the online play.
So yours outperforming the primary market. So people are buying used cars and two-wheelers, but not necessarily new ones, which is of course not necessarily good news for the economy and manufacturing activity and all of that. But Sandeep, you're basically saying that if this market is still outstripping, are you continuing to grow? Have you seen any slowdown?
So in fact, just to give you a sense, so far what I have spoken is really the new versus used vehicle only for the industry. At a Droom level, we actually grew close to 65% in the calendar year 2019, and roughly our revenue, so the overall number of transactions transacted on Droom platform, the economic value of those was up roughly 65%. And our net revenue, which is basically how much money we make when the transaction happens, grew actually around 90% at the same time. So from our perspective, the slowdown obviously has not mattered.
You've not seen a slowdown.
Not down, and because out of the $300 billion industry, only 0.5% is online, and roughly 80 to 85% of that is transacted through us. So we are very fortunate to continue to see hyper growth. Basically, we are growing 12 to 15 times faster than the overall industry growth.
So now tell me, you're seeing this phenomenal growth, which is not just in double digits, but high double digits, trying to hit triple digits. Are you in the market for more funds?
Yes, so we have, yes, absolutely. You know, we as a...
Because you've done Series E till,
That's right, that's right. We have raised 7 rounds of capital since our inception from large global well-known investors. Right now we are in the market to raise our, which we call the pre-IPO round. So this is our last round we will raise, and if everything goes fine, macroeconomic does not deteriorate versus what we know as of now, by 2021 we should be listed on NASDAQ.
NASDAQ. So just a little trivia on him. So Sandeep has worked in Microsoft. He has worked also as a Wall Street analyst. He's also worked with Charles Schwab. So you understand perhaps NASDAQ better than Dalal Street.
Well, that is true. Yes, well, that is true. As a stock market analyst, theoretically, I know stock markets globally very well. But yes, I think for the company like us, and obviously NASDAQ in particular, obviously I have a better understanding.
But why NASDAQ? If I could ask you this, you know, you're an Indian homegrown startup which is wanting to list in New York. What is the rationale behind that? Is that where the funds really are?
See, for example, if you are talking about fashion industry, it'll probably Milan or Paris will come to your mind. When you talk about economics, maybe World Economic Forum, Davos come to your mind. Same way when it comes to consumer internet companies, whether it is Google, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, they all are listed on NASDAQ. In fact, 80% of the Chinese internet companies which have created more than $1 trillion in new wealth in last 8 to 10 years are also listed in NASDAQ. In India, now there are, to answer your question,
you have Just Dial and all.
Yeah, Just Dial is there, Infibeam is there, and there are 1 or 2 more companies. Naukri is dual listing. But the main reason for NASDAQ is really that it gives the right comp for our kind of company.
Would you consider Hong Kong after the Alibaba secondary listing?
Yes, so absolutely. As we are, like, we have been in a planning phase for IPO for almost 12 to 15 months now. It takes roughly 2.5 years from the time you think about it to actually getting listed. So we have considered Hong Kong. We have also considered Singapore, because Droom's actually holding company structure is based out of Singapore. So we operate, India is our largest market, but we also operate in Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and one of our product is available in 38 countries. But yes, our main value is created in India. Yes, we have considered Hong Kong, Singapore, and a few more stock markets.
Okay. And having said that, I don't want an affidavit.
Sure.
I know you're not going to give it to me otherwise. So just a broad range. What kind of evaluation are you seeking your IPO?
Yeah.
What were you valued at after your seven rounds of funding?
See, at the end of the day, valuation will be determined by,
of course, by
market
that
forces and
market,
other things, and also whether we are achieving our milestones, which we think are what we have set for ourselves for an IPO. So we think by the time we file IPO, we should be doing, I don't know, like let's call it around $3 to $3.5 billion in our gross merchandise value, and $100 to $120 million in net revenue. And if I use the commonly available comps for that kind of throughput of our business, I think we should be valued a $3 to $5 billion asset by then.
Are you already a unicorn?
We typically not make exact comment on our valuation, but yes, we have done last 2 rounds which were closer to $1 billion valuation.
So you're not yet a unicorn, but you could become a unicorn after the next fundraise?
As I mentioned, we don't make exact comment, but yes, we...
Are you less than $1 billion?
Well, you won't let me go, but give and take, we are, you can say, about unicorn, so.
Okay, so now you just heard the founders say how they are an internet company. I understand in this office in Gurgaon, they also have an AI lab. There's another part of the office we're going to go to now. So now we've come to another part of the Droom office. This is the demo center, and Sandeep, behind you I see an Eco Ninja. What's an Eco Ninja?
So Eco Ninja is actually, Droom runs India's largest vehicle inspection service. And Eco Ninja is a certified technician who has learned auto mechanics as education, and then has gone through a Droom certification program to qualify as someone who can now inspect a used vehicle. So 85% of the used cars in India have a tampered odometer, and there are a lot of all sort of problems.
Yeah.
Our inspection service use mobile technologies, artificial intelligence and IoT, and a trained technician to reveal exact condition of the vehicle. So Eco Ninja is a person.
He's a padded up, glorified, well-marketed mechanic.
Yes, he is a fully trained mechanic whom you can trust, who has gone through a training.
Okay.
And he will exhibit minimum standard for professionalism, trust, and proficiency.
I'm going to ask my camera person to also show this these engines, because this is also the demo center.
Right. Yes.
Why do you have engines on display?
Yeah. So what we have here is actually this is a demo center of Droom. So here we showcase all the technologies, future of technologies we are working to change the automobile industry.
So you're not building engines?
No. So this one is actually for demo purpose, and they are actual working engines. Here basically we can show you, if we plug in a smart device which is called Eco Smart device, if you plug in into an engine, it can give you up to 1000 inspection points and conditions coming from the computer and sensors of a car.
So this is your technology?
Yes. So after 2004, every car made anywhere in the world has something called OBD port, which basically is connected to the car's computers and sensors.
So is it like a black box for the cars?
You can say black box, or you can say motherboard, like a computer analogy. But what we have developed is ability to extract information from a black box, send it to the cloud, and then decipher it so that user can understand that maybe brake pad is about to be changed. This car will have 7 different problems in next 6 months. So we can reveal all of those things.
Then I want to ask you another question. Then for after sales, and it is a very trying experience. across auto companies. I'm
Right.
not singling anyone
Sure.
out. Why don't they use things like this? You know, you go to a service center, they give you those big bills. ये बदलना है, वो बदलना है, ये
Right.
करना है, वो करना है.
See, because I mean that's a great question. We are all other companies you did not name, but we
Most
are not
companies do
yeah,
that,
so we
right?
are not
When
a,
you
we
give
are
your car
not
for
a, we are
servicing.
not an automobile company. We are a technology.
No, I'm saying you can use this technology even for that.
Yes, so our technology is used by the OEMs, insurance companies, banks, and many other large enterprises also. But we are a technology, data science, and AI company, which happens to be an automobile, rather than rather than an automobile company using our technology.
Okay.
So the way we address the problems are very different than how OEMs and other stakeholders have addressed for the last.
And have you copyrighted this technology? Have you paid
Yes. For most of our technologies, because we invest very heavily in technology, most of our technologies have India and US patents filed, and we.
So tell me, how does it work? Let's say I want to sell a car or a two-wheeler. I get on to Droom, I register. Then one of these ninjas comes, inspects my car, uploads the information on this is the good stuff, this is the bad stuff.
Right.
And the price is left to the market or what?
Yeah, so thing is, we are a marketplace. So any vehicle you buy or sell at Droom is not a merchant of record. So those we don't on inventory. We are essentially a technology platform. So as the example you gave, there basically a seller will come, create a listing. He can have his vehicle inspected so that the chances of selling is much higher because it is inspected. Then we have a product called Orange Book Value, which is India's largest de facto industry standard for used vehicle pricing. For example, you know the price of a 10-gram gold, you know the price of 1 liter diesel. Same way, what would you pay for Maruti Suzuki Wagon R 2017 white color with 70,000 kilometer, right? It's like, so far it has been pulling a number from the hat. So we have brought a science behind the price. So you can use Orange Book Value, which we built from ground up, spent last 5 years, available in 38 countries. In 10 seconds, it will give you what should be the price for that vehicle when you sell. But it is up to the seller whether he wants to sell at that price or higher price or lower price. But we give you a benchmark price.
Okay, so that's so I get that because you're right. It's actually completely ad hoc when you come to the pricing of all of this. Tell me, how many cars have you sold and two-wheelers have you sold on Droom so far?
See, we have sold around 1.2 lakh vehicles since we started. We sold our first vehicle, which was a 2012 two-wheeler, sold on 7 January 2015. And since then, we have sold around 1.2 lakh vehicles worth around 23,000 crore rupees.
So you're on 23,000 crore rupees worth of business.
That's right.
And you make a commission on each sale?
Yes, so we make a commission which is a combination of type of vehicle like two-wheeler or four-wheeler, new and used, or sold by individual or a dealer. Okay. So we make roughly, for all the type of vehicles, we make commission between 2.5% to 3.5%. Services, we make commission between 15 to 18%.
So, you know, when we were chatting, Sandeep told me something very interesting, which is that he is in the business to sell any automobile as long as it has an engine and a human being can operate it.
Right.
Including planes and tractors?
That's right. So we, most of, if you look at in the online space, most of the companies actually, their name also start with a car or they are into car. But our
you don't want to name your competitors, you can. Or should I say
yeah.
Car Dekho,
that's right.
Cars 24.
But our vision is slightly bigger. We are saying we are a marketplace for anything which has a wheel or motor and human being used for transportation. So we have a bicycle, we have a scooter, bike, motorcycle, bus, truck, van, jeep, car, plane, yacht, tractor. We will also soon be launching mining equipments.
Okay.
So yeah.
Industrial equipment you mean basically?
Yes, mining equipments like JCB or drilling and so on. So, and construction
And this can be on
equipments.
rent as well, or is it outright
Some of the products which you only require for some time for a special purpose are available on rent as well. All the two-wheelers and four-wheelers which are on the luxury side are also available on the rent. But yes, so for some of those mining equipments, etc., you can take it on rent.
Sandeep, you know, you're a new age internet company creating a marketplace using AI and all kinds of other technology when it comes to sales of cars. I'm going to ask you this question. Apparently, the new generation, the millennials, don't believe in owning a thing, and that includes the vehicles which they say they don't want to be married to. So, in that sense, isn't your business model flawed?
No, actually, if we were only limited to buying and selling, then millennial trend or let's say shared economy trend and many other trends would have heard Droom. But we actually we are a solution for entire life cycle management of buying, selling, disposing, maintaining or even accessing a vehicle. So if millennials are more interested in ride sharing and they are going to, let's say, Ola or Uber, we provide enterprise class services to Ola and Uber. In fact, when a car is used by you and I and we own it, we only use it 2-3 hours per day. When the car is run in a large fleet like by Uber, it is run for 12 to 14 hours per day. So the car actually has more problems, and with our technology, data science, AI, we actually reveal those problems, we highlight those problems so that the vehicles are in a perfect condition. Okay. So everything which also creates a challenge, everything which is a challenge also creates an opportunity. So if someone is not buying the vehicle, but the demand for the, so long as there is a demand of vehicle, does not matter what is the type of ownership or accessibility to the vehicle, Droom will always be making money.
Are you going to look at subscription models?
So, we saw that trend. So initially we offered only buying and selling. Then we started offering rental. Rental was primarily started because we listed planes and helicopters on our category.
Okay.
So India has only 220 private planes, but there's a lot of demand.
So during charter flights?
Yeah, so there's a lot of demand for a short duration. Could be a destination wedding, could be a 50th wedding anniversary, could be a corporate event, could be anything. So we started rental with that. Then we started noticing
how much does it cost if I was to get a plane?
It costs roughly around 1,56,000 for an hour for a 9-seater plane.
Wow.
And you can get food of your choice and everything. It's very
like
luxurious,
flight, yeah.
very luxurious experience. And then we also offer, like, from a stretch limo to a high-end car such as Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Bentley, Rolls-Royce. You can actually rent from Droom.
Okay.
So we have been doing that already, but coming to your main question about subscription, we have already working for quite some time on a monthly subscription, and we want to launch in calendar year 2020 a subscription which could be a business offering you a subscription for 1 month or for 3 years, okay, or anytime, anything in between 1 month.
But are the insurance companies playing ball and offering insurance for such kind of products?
See, whenever there's a new product, it also creates new type of risk and exposure for the insurance companies and entire ecosystem. But it takes time for ecosystem to understand what is each person's role. And at the end of the day, if there is an insurance company, they are better off issuing more insurance policy. If there is someone else, he's better off doing the more business. So it will take some time, but my feeling is 2020, we will see various type of subscription services coming in India because that is where users are headed.
Okay, now I want to ask you that since you're in the used car business and vehicle business, and you've said that you're outstripping the primary market, what are the trends that you're seeing? What is the hottest selling car on Droom?
See, the hottest selling cars still are the mass market cars such as Maruti Suzuki Swift Desire,
okay,
and Hyundai i10, Hyundai i20, Wagon R, Toyota ITOs. So these were like, and on a two-wheeler side, Bajaj Pulsar, Hero Passion, TVS Scooty and all, these will be some of the hottest items. But it's amazing to see, like, people, we have sold, lowest price car is 80,000 rupees, maybe a 16-year-old, and the highest, most expensive car we have sold is a Rolls-Royce or a Lamborghini, which cost roughly 3.5 to 4 crores.
Someone has sold a Lamborghini on Droom?
Yes. We actually have, since last 5 years, we have probably sold 2 dozen Lamborghini and maybe almost equal number of quantity for other high-end cars such as Bentley, Rolls-Royce, etc.
Okay, with that, I do see there's a laboratory here. It's called the Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, and now I'm going to nudge Sandeep to show us. Can you show it? Can you come on television, or is it a big secret?
Sure. No. The secret part is not demonstrated here, but happy to give you the tour of the.
Okay, so let's go for a demo.
Droom is primarily a technology, IP and AI, data science and AI company, which is in automobile. So we are one of the online company which is investing very heavily in artificial intelligence, which is a future of technology. So this is our AI lab where we demonstrate some of the publicly available technologies which we have already built. So what I have is a phone which is pre-installed with some of the toolkit of AI labs. Just to give you a quick demonstration, I have something called license plate scanner. So I will just click on this. So when I take image of the license plate number of a car which is already mounted on a wall, you can see here it is detecting, and the number is a Maharashtra car, and then you can see various things, for example, make, model, year, trim. You can see orange book value pricing. We are fetching basically our orange book value data. We are fetching a lot of other information to create this. So after the vehicle's license plate scanner, I'd like to show you a miniature scanner which is also built on AI technology. So the idea behind this is that you can actually take the image of any vehicle and it can pretty much identify the make, model, year, trim and all the associated information around that vehicle. Miniature is used in the laboratory because we cannot have 20-30 cars for the demo purpose. So you can see here the system has identified that it is Mercedes-Benz C-Class. So another demo for Droom's AI lab I wanted to show you is actually our car scanner. So the idea behind is that any vehicle on the road, in the garage, repair shop, does not matter. You can actually scan that vehicle and it will pretty much tell you the make, model, year, trim, kilometer driven, everything about that vehicle. So if you just allow me, here I have one car on the ceiling and we just put a scan and you can see it has shown that this is Maruti Suzuki Swift VDI, and you can see all type of information about this car, what is the price, what is the fuel efficiency, how many cars are sold, if you take a loan, how easy or difficult it is to get a loan. So basically it is really empowering using AI as a technology users for buying and selling of the vehicles. So another product we have built is actually in our AI lab is actually a vehicle damage scanner. So if vehicle has any type of scratch, dent, this technology can identify that, and in future it will also give you a very close estimates of the repair and where you can have the repair done, etc. So I have a one car here and I'm going to just take image of that car and the system will process the information, and as you can see it has identified various type of dents and scratches on the car.